Todd Chrisley has always had jokes. Missing my daddy a little more every day. The Chrisley family, of reality TV's Chrisley Knows Best fame, has had a rough few years, with much of their difficulties being self-imposed. Patriarch Todd Chrisley is currently behind bars serving a 10-year prison sentence for bank fraud and tax evasion. Matriarch Julie Chrisley is serving 5 years for the same. Todd is estranged from his son, Kyle Chrisley, and the two haven't spoken in over a year. But that doesn't mean Kyle doesn't still need and miss his dad. Recently, he took to social media to lament the man he remembers from before everything went wrong. Kyle Chrisley misses his dad, Todd, but there's no end in sight to their estrangement. In 2023, Todd abruptly cut ties with Kyle. Kyle has seemed to suggest that he doesn't know why his father won't talk to him, but he's not happy about the estrangement. Back on June of 2024, Kyle made a Father's Day post lamenting that things have gone the way they have. On September 17, 2024, Kyle revisited his heartbreak over losing ties with his father. He shared a picture on Instagram which showed the Chrisley family from years ago, and everyone in the picture looked happy. Kyle captioned the photo, "Todd Chrisley has always had jokes. Missing my daddy a little more every day." In the past, Savannah has spoken on her podcast about how Kyle's abusive behavior toward Todd is why their father no longer speaks to her brother. If that's the case, Kyle doesn't seem ready to confront that reality. Kyle has had troubles since Todd went away. And unfortunately for Kyle, Todd's prison sentence seemed to trigger the worst in his behavior. In January 2023, Todd and Julie went to prison. Just 2 months later, in March 2023, Kyle was involved in an altercation that briefly landed him behind bars as well. He was arrested on charges of felony aggravated assault and accused of making death threats against his boss, Devin Campbell. Devin claimed that the argument was all over a $36 dispute on Kyle's paycheck and involved the younger Chrisley brandishing a knife at his boss and threatening to kill him. Ultimately, the charges were dropped. Devin was furious, claiming that Kyle had used his fame to escape accountability, but whatever really went down between those two, it was a clear sign that Kyle was in trouble. For the arrest to come just 2 months after his father was in prison suggests that Kyle may be struggling with his father's incarceration, perhaps even more than he himself realizes. With his recent post, it's clear that Kyle is starting to keenly feel the loss of his relationship with his dad.